Hello,
All
hello.
right, Mr. Mitchell. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. How you feeling after our first episode of our beautiful podcast, Yo Chico podcast?
It's been good. Like we've had really good feedback. We've had really good comments. A mix of comments, right? Like we have
Yeah,
good comments. They have feedback for
yeah,
us. They have edits for us.
yeah. About those feedbacks, we're gonna talk about those today, right?
Yeah. What do we? What
Yeah.
do you feel about your feedback from the episode that you gathered?
And what my? I haven't got anything. I don't look at it. I literally, I literally, you posted the YouTube. I watched it. Actually, I watched the entire episode. I loved it. I was actually like watching like I was watching some other like guys,
Yeah.
podcast and it felt weird. It didn't feel weird. It just felt like I was watching somebody else's podcast and I was actually entertained. I liked it. I love
Yeah,
my
it
own
was
podcast.
it was kind of like an
I
out of
liked it
body
though.
experience, right? It was an out of body
Yeah, it's
experience. We were
weird.
like watching ourselves,
Yeah.
but it felt like we were watching it for the first time.
Yeah, it's weird. But I thought it was a great episode. I thought we covered a lot of things that we wanted to cover, especially with Sean O'Pride because he's kind of the center of this new thing that we're living in that includes a lot of young guys getting very into how to look better and how to things that, to be honest with you, I never cared about it. Sean also never cared about it. We had to care about it because it's our profession, something
Hmm.
that kind of just we got involved out of the blue, nothing that we chased. We didn't chase to be models, we didn't chase to have to be look pretty all the time and things like that. It just happened. So it we never actually had those like kind of like what's happening right now with all those kids and all those young guys. That's their interest. Their interest is to like, how can I be like you, or how can I look like you?
Yeah.
And we covered those topics. We talked about our the way we thought the whole community, like look maxing community and things like this. With we gave our thoughts into it. It's something that, talking about the look maxing community, it's something that I still don't know anything about it. I know a little bit about it, but like I probably, out of like 100%, I probably know like 5% about it. Like
Hmm.
I get emails all the time from people trying to shed a light for me on this topic, talking about the good things and the bad things, and then how dangerous could be for people that don't have that, they're not really strong mentally, or people that they struggle with depression, or they struggle with the way they look, and once they get into this community, actually, instead of being a good thing, becomes a bad thing. um I also get people saying that it's a great thing, that it's something that they get a lot of like out esteem, that they get better, actually, so it is still a shady conversation. It's something that I know a lot of people out there, people that listen to my podcast, they keep telling me to talk with Kay Shami. Just to be clear with everybody, I have nothing against Kay Shami. I think he's a cool guy. It definitely bother me sometimes, some edits that he does, that he that he uses me and my image on his edits. Some edits I feel like it's a little like, really, like you really had to do that. But at the end of the day, I talk to him and he say it's all a joke, it's all like for the kind of like, he does it for the views. Let's just say that it's all kind of funny for him. And and it's fine. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, I'm not mad about it. Like I said, I don't have anything against him. I wish him the best, and I think he's actually one of the a very good guy to talk about the look maxing community. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I would say he's the face of it right now because I don't like whenever we get comments, it's always like talk to K Shammy, talk to K Shammy. So
Yeah,
we're definitely going to be talking to him because we want to learn more about this looks maxing
yeah,
because we didn't like we just live our lives. We don't really we've never heard of this before until
yeah,
like December.
yeah,
Um and then people started commenting, people started saying all maxing on everything, right? Uh sleep maxing, like there's so many maxing, so like I don't really know anything anymore, but looks maxing is the most common
yeah,
comment that we get. So we want
yeah,
to talk to K Shammy and we want to learn what it's all about. So we're gonna, I think, invite him and be in one of your episodes soon.
yeah. Very soon.
So
Actually,
yeah.
I wanted to be this one. Actually, I wanted to be talking with him right now because I kind of want to get it out of the way. I really want to learn about this community before I even mention anything more about it. So I'm not. I know that I'm not wrong. I have a few hard questions. Let's just say that about because we see like just like you say, there's all those maxing, but we see that there's starve maxing. This is something that we talked about on Shan podcast. That it's completely for us it's just like completely wrong. It's out of even our minds to think that you should like like not eat and do a crazy diet just to look better. You're not gonna look better. You're gonna look worse. So that and then there's even shady ones. There's rope maxing that I was we thought would like jumping rope or whatever we said that, but it's actually like killing yourself.
Yeah.
Um, it, it it's complicated, and yeah, I hope that we can get more informations and more answers from K Shami. We're gonna do that in the
Yeah.
hopes that we can have a good conversation and we can actually like finally understand the community. But that that's for the future. Whatever. That's something that we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about in the future. Now we would like to actually react
React to
to
some comments.
the comments from our last podcast. It's something that it's so new. It's so weird to have this podcast because I always wanted to have one. It feels weird to have a podcast because it's something that I always wanted to have. The thing is, I never thought I for me all my interest has always been sports, uh, sports and sports and sports. So like, I always thought about having a podcast because I love listening to podcasts from other people. But I always thought about having podcasts of my interest, things that I want to listen and I want to talk about it. And I never even thought about having a podcast around my job, around modeling. I talked about that before, but it's it's weird that I'm actually doing it, and I'm actually doing of something that I didn't thought about it, but it's obvious, right? It's the only thing that makes sense if you think about it, because it's something that I've been doing for my entire fucking life.
Yeah.
So why would I even talk about things that is just my hobbies or things that I'm not a pro at it? If I could talk about the only thing that I am a pro at it, to be honest, if you think about it, but but that's not the beginning. The beginning, this is the beginning, but like I want to talk with other people. I want to bring that thing that I always wanted to do with my podcast, that I always wanted to do a podcast about it, about my interest. I really want to actually be able to talk with people that I want to talk with. Of course, I want to talk with my people that I know from the business. Friends of mine, they're models, friends of mine, they're agents, friends of mine, they're casting directors, friends of mine, they're photographers. So I want to bring that side of my industry to you guys, but at the same time I want to bring people that can talk about other things. but that's going to be more in the future. In the beginning, it's going
Yeah.
to be more around the industry.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that I'm finally doing it. And it's crazy that, and I want to thank, to be honest, I want to thank all you guys that are watching, because you guys were the one that actually gave me the courage to start doing this thing. I always thought that it was kind of weird. Why would anybody want to listen to me talking about, my life or my work or my hobbies or my interest, or listen to me talking with people that I'm interested at, listen their story. Like, why would that? But like, at the same time, like, why not, And you guys gave me that chance. You guys gave me that courage, and I'm glad, and I'm thankful. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Today in the episode, we've reserved something that's gonna be easygoing. It's not gonna be so long like the last one. The last one was very long. I feel like all the episodes are actually gonna be very long. That's something that I want to do. I want to do episodes that are at least 2 hours long, so we can actually have a conversation. We had actually, I know one comment from the last
Tell me.
YouTube. I know one comment from the last episode that Jazz told me, because Jazz was rating comments, right? And then Jazz was like, "Oh, somebody said that you should do episodes like max 1 hour. That should be 1 hour episodes always." And I look at her, it was like, how do you want me to do that? Like, imagine I'm there, we're like, I'm there talking with Sean O'Pry, and then we're talking about, like, we're in the middle of the conversation. We're talking about things that we're interested in. We're actually like having a good conversation. And then an alarm sounds and be like, beep, 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 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. That's it. And I have to go, oh, Sean, sorry, but yeah, that's 1 hour. Somebody on the, comment that I should do only 1 hour. So yeah, bye. Imagine that. That's weird.
No.
You can't do
It
that.
cut
You want
it cuts the flow.
exactly. Not only cuts the flow, it actually, like, you don't have a conversation with 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour is a long time, but for you to have a conversation, then it becomes an interview, right? And then it becomes something that I have to prepare questions that's gonna be questions that we can debate about it, and then it's gonna last 1 hour, and that's it. And that's an interview. That's a program. That's kind of like watching cable TV. That's not what we're doing right here. We're doing a podcast. And a
Yeah.
podcast is a conversation. It's long hours. We're gonna be talking, and we're gonna talk until we finish talking. Like, there's until we literally look at each other and be like, okay, I think we cover all. Like, I think we did it.
Yeah.
Until that time, we're not stop talking. That's it.
Yeah.
But right?
That's a lot from an introvert. From an introvert to say that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's because it's it's like I'm an introvert, but in front of people, right? Like, if you're in front
Yeah.
of a bunch of people, you're not gonna be doing that. But like, it's
Yeah.
just me and you. It's just
Yeah,
me and you and another person.
This is your space. This is your space.
We're talking, yeah. Like, yeah, maybe, thousands, hundreds of thousands people gonna watch it, but that's after. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I think it's gonna be very interesting to listen to the comments right now. Something that I haven't listened and read, just to see. I know that there's good feedbacks. I know that we're doing good, because that's what Jazz and you keep telling me, and that's what a lot of people keep telling me. So I hope there's not many negative ones, but to be honest with you, whatever. I guess we're doing this, even if it's negatives or positive comments. But
Okay.
yeah. Tell me what
Let's
you
read
think.
some.
Tell me what. Actually, no. Tell me I want to know your opinion on how we're doing, and like
my
yeah.
opinion is, this is the first time that both of us are even doing this. I've never thought of doing a podcast in my life. You came up with the idea, like, let's start a podcast. Let's talk about the industry, talk about the topics that we want to talk about, things that you're passionate about. But I've never thought about doing it, and I've never tried. And this is the first time trying. So I think from the feedback, what we've got is is really positive, either from the comments or either from the analytics that we're receiving. We have like
Yeah.
we're top 10, like we're in the top 10 in 10 charts around the world. Congratulations.
Yeah, read those actually. Go
Yeah,
on our
let's read
Spotify,
some
whatever.
let's read some stats.
Yeah, read stats.
um
Even if we don't care
and
about it, just read them. Just for us to know.
okay, give me a second. Let's read analytics. It's on my laptop. Give me a second.
Anyways, while
Read
you
some
look at
comments.
it,
Let me read a comment.
are you gonna read a comment already? Just like this, dry. Not
Just
even
like
gonna
this.
lube up.
Oh, stop it.
Anyways,
Okay,
uh,
I
yeah.
got it. So we can cut to this. Okay, so analytics for the podcast so far. Let's see. We have Spotify impressions, 398,000.
That's good.
We have 6,834 plays per episode. We have, let's see, the charts. We are on 10 charts in the top 10 in the UK, Australia, Germany, India,
mate.
Brazil, Mexico.
Nice.
And yeah, and YouTube, we have 200,000 views for the
Nice.
latest episode. So
I think that's
feedback
good,
is
right?
good.
I mean,
yeah,
I think that's good. I mean, it is what it is. We're doing this anyways. Like I said, even if we had 10 views and even if we had 200 million views, we're still doing this. We still think it's important to do it because I think it's important to give the voice to the people behind the camera, right? That's actually what I wanted to call because I told you, oh, we should have a title like Yo Chico Podcast. We should have a title, and I think the title should be Yo Chico Podcast Behind the Cameras or something like that. So because it actually works for me also because people look at me online and look at all the edits and all the fashion shoots that I do, all the shows that I did, all the posts that I do. This is all kind of glammed out, right? This is all glammed out. This is all for you to see looking beautiful and things like that. And this is behind the camera. Like right now, what we're doing, it's pretty much the raw me. That's who I am. That's like, there's no filter at all. I don't have any makeup on. Maybe I have a little light to make me look better, but like that's it. And we're gonna be talking with other people just like me. People that when you look at them on fashion shoots and things like that, they're like all glammed out, and they're gonna be behind the camera. They're gonna be in front of the camera, but we're gonna be talking like we're behind the camera. We're gonna be talking like we're not in front of the camera at all. So I think that's a good title for it. What do you think?
Yeah. I think, is it behind the camera or like behind the curtain? I don't know. Because behind the camera means you're the cameraman.
Yeah, or backstage.
Yeah, or like behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. But we're not actors to be in scenes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll think about it. If you guys have any comments, you can let us know what we can name this.
So we need comments about how should be the team, like the name of the podcast, Joe Chico Podcast, but then like what should be the team?
The Unfiltered Chico Lachowski.
Yeah, the unfiltered. The unfiltered is good.
No filter.
Yeah, no filter. Wait, so before that, I would like to say that, well, Mitchell's going on vacation. He's going to a very well-deserving vacation because it's very stressful what I'm making him do. But he's going to Japan. And then he's gonna be, like I said, he's gonna be away for a little bit. So we're not gonna be recording this time. That he's gonna be in Japan. He's gonna mute his phone from me. He's gonna block me from everything, so I can't reach him. But before that, we're recording this one today. Today for me is Thursday, and for him is a Friday.
Yes.
And then we're gonna record another one on my Sunday and his Monday. This episode is launching on Monday, I guess, on or Sunday night, Monday morning,
Yeah.
for you. So this episode is launching on Sunday night for me, Monday morning for him. Actually, the moment that we're gonna be recording the other episode on Sunday, we'll be launching that one. So I hope you guys like it. It will be like the last one. It's gonna be kind of like the countdown thing. Actually, that was neat. That was cool though. Actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. I didn't know that every time you launch something on YouTube, it gives you a countdown, and it's like the live recording, and like people can comment live
Yeah,
and
while the
watch it
episode's
live.
airing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It's kind of like I
I
didn't know. Is that for every video, or is it just
I
for
think
just the way you
I
did it?
think I think if you click YouTube Premiere, it allows you to post it with a countdown, and then it like airs live, and then you can
Yeah,
watch the episode live with the viewers. So I
yeah,
think that's nice. It's like a nice experience where we get to like see the actual comments
yeah.
coming in as it's happening.
You think you should keep doing this?
Um, we can, or we cannot. Up to you. I'm happy. I'm happy either way.
You know what I just remember right now?
What?
I remember this the video of the politician in America asking the guy of TikTok.
Oh, that was savage. That was savage.
I should do
He
the same
said,
for you.
"Yeah, you should."
Are you a member of the Communist Party, Mitchell?
He goes, I'm from Singapore. So are you a member of the Communist Party?" It was like, "No, I'm
Do you
from
have any other
Singapore."
citizenship, like China? Because you look Chinese.
That was
Where's your
crazy. That
rice?
was crazy.
Your rice eater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually another thing that we should talk about it, man. You're getting a lot of hate.
I'm getting
A
a
lot
lot
of
of hate
people are
from the
Oh,
fans.
yeah, a lot of people are saying that you're a rice eater. How many chopsticks you own? You know,
Yes.
actually, those comments like this is not cool, guys. This is not cool. Mitchell's being bullied. Hey,
I'm getting
you
bullied
guys
by
should,
the looks maxing.
yeah, you guys should thank him. You guys actually, instead of like bullying him, you guys should be like, dude, you're the reason why we actually even have this. Because I would 100% not do this by myself. I mean, I wouldn't. Like, you're going for vacation, I'm not doing anything of this. Like, we're doing.
Guys,
The only reason why this is happening is because Mitchell was there. Even if the podcast was my idea, but even if the podcast was my idea, I wouldn't do it without Mitchell because I just wouldn't. It's just not in my nature. I don't do things alone. I like to do things in packs. It's like a
yeah,
wolf.
he's a wolf. So
Yeah,
be thankful. I'm sorry that you think I eat
be
rice.
thankful. He does.
I
But
do
I do more.
occasionally. But Chico eats more rice than me. So if you're gonna call anybody
I
a
eat it.
rice eater, it's Chico.
It's me. It's me. Call me a rice eater because I eat a lot of rice. Like every time there's Jazz makes the best rice. Like the
Yeah.
best rice. And also, I saw a comment that I didn't like from you guys, one of you guys. That like when I was doing the yeah, we're going live with the podcast for Channel Pride. And then I filmed Jazz like cleaning the dishes in the van, and you guys like, oh, that's where she belongs. It's kind of like, really, guys. You really think I don't clean the dishes? You really think I don't cook? You really think I don't do this stuff? I do it too. Just do it. Everybody does it, and you shouldn't like be like the whole like a macho man. Yeah, that's where women belong, in the kitchen. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, you should.
You heard it
You,
first. You heard it first.
yeah, that's terrible. That's this like. I actually blocked that guy. I went
Yeah.
my own way. I went there and I blocked that motherfucker. You're not doing this. Not on my
Yeah.
watch, bro. Not doing this.
This is a no hate, no tolerance for this kind of
Yeah,
comments on the Yoshiko
yeah.
podcast.
No, none of that. I mean, that's why I don't read the comments. But right now we're about to read comments, so maybe I'll be blocking some more people.
Chico reads the comments for the first time, so I'm gonna read some comments.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do
I'll
it.
read some. Okay. This is a quote. I don't know where from, but someone said, "Don't cry because it's over. Cry because it never began." Chico Lachowski. It's a quote from you, apparently.
I never said that in my life. Did I?
I have no idea. It's one of the
Maybe
top
it was-
comments.
Maybe I was drunk. I don't know. Don't cry because it's over. Cry because it just begun. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
guys. Maybe that was my deep fake. You see, there's deep fakes of me right now. Like people are like
Yeah.
doing deep fakes and shit. Yeah, it's weird.
We're living in a weird world. AI
That's
world.
AI shit. Yeah. Wait, there's actually one guy that I want to bring on the podcast. Do you know that buff dude? Like the very buff guy that looks like me.
No.
You never seen this guy on TikTok?
No.
He's like big. He's like gigantic. He's like very big, like muscle bodybuilding type of guy. And his face, like literally his face expression, like his eyes, like the baggy eyes, like I have, the nose, everything is just literally exactly like my face. So I was like, it's impossible. It's deep fake. It's like, there's no way. Like, there's a lot of guys that look like me.
Yeah.
And actually, that's something that I always get. A lot of like, I would go like somewhere, whatever, like restaurant, whatever, doesn't matter. I'll go somewhere and people, like some random person will come to me and be like, "Hey, you look very much like my cousin, or you look very much like my whatever, like some relative." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, like nice." So I do have features in my face that makes people remember somebody that they know. I always get that, but like that's fine, that's great. But this dude, the buff dude, like he literally looks like me, like literally. And I want to do a podcast with him because it would be weird to be doing like this, kind of like looking at him, looking at me is like, you know, seeing like if he's real, I don't know, maybe he's a dip fake. What do you guys?
Yeah, you gotta find him. You gotta find him. We
gotta do some comments right here. We got those comments I want to let he read. What do you like? Do you guys think he's a deep fake, or do you guys really think that he looks like me? I don't know. We should find out. That's the next episode. We should find out if the buff dude is a deep fake. Actually, what's his name? Let me
find him for me because I've never heard of him before.
Wait, actually, we're gonna do this in real time. Let me go to TikTok. Wait,
he's gonna look for the buff version of himself.
Yeah, what's his name, dude?
It might be an alternate universe, Chico, in our universe.
Oh, you're talking about that right now, huh? Quantum theory and shit. Yeah. Man, I was just in Roswell, like the alien town.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The kids are like, are now... No, I haven't seen any alien. But but I went to the museum and everything. It's true, man. Aliens are there. It's crazy shit. Anyways, read another comment while I find the buff dude.
All right. The comment is, well, there's a comment about Sean's eyes piercing their soul.
Wow. Sean's eyes piercing his soul. Wow.
Someone saying that we need to talk to Jeremy Meeks. I've never heard of...
Who's this?
Jeremy Meeks, inspirational figure to appear on the Chico podcast. He will teach young men to self-improve, and he's a good guy.
Let me find out. Wait, Jeremy, what's his name?
Jeremy
Jer
Meeks. Meeks.
Jeremy M.E. Oh, isn't that like the homeless dude that became a model? Some shit like that?
I have no idea.
It's this dude.
Jeremy Meeks.
Do you
Yeah, you
remember
can
that?
reach
It's
out to
like
him.
it's an American fashion model, actor, former member of Crips street gang. Mix was arrested in 2014 during a gang sweep called Operation Ceasefire in Stockholm, after which police posted a mugshot. Oh yeah, it's true. He became a model from the mugshot. He wasn't a homeless. It's weird, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Maybe. Let's see if he wants it. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Anyways, okay, next.
Okay, I'm
Let me find
looking
the buff
more
dude.
comments.
What the fuck is the name of the buff dude? Actually, you should be pulling up people, not me. You're the pull up guy. Pull up Mitchell. You have to
How am I gonna
find a way.
how am I gonna
You have
search
to find a
Buff
way.
Chico?
Yeah, buff Chico. Just search buff Chico. Wait, actually, we're gonna search on Google. Literally, buff
Okay.
Chico.
Okay, wait. This is a funny comment that
Buff.
we all kind
Yeah.
of liked. I thought mewing was a Pokemon. Sean O'Pry.
I actually didn't got the joke until I was like, yeah, actually mewing. And I know it's mewing now. Mewing is when you put your tongue on top of your mouth. Oh, I'm scared like this, right?
Yeah. Everyone's asking me if I'm mewing, and I'm like, what's mewing?
I thought everybody mewing. I thought that's a normal thing to do, to rest your tongue on top of your mouth. Like on the
Well, I don't do
what's the
that.
name of
Maybe
this?
that's why you have that face.
What's the name of this? How's the name? How do you call it? I don't know.
The roof of your mouth, the palate?
Yeah, the roof of your mouth. You don't rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth?
No, my tongue just sits there.
Yeah, I'm right now. Look, I'm resting my tongue.
Well,
And
guys,
like,
Chico
right,
is
now?
he
No, I'm not.
he's debunking. Does Chico mew? He does, apparently. He's been doing this whole
Yeah, I
time.
do, but hey, my face don't change when you just don't change. Well, one thing that you gotta do that I do, maybe people don't. I think jazz don't do it, but anyways. But every time that you want to look fierce, you kind of like you do a little fierce eyes, and you kind of suck a little bit. You always suck a little bit your cheeks, kind of. You suck a little bit, and then you put your tongue on top of your mouth, on the roof of your mouth, and you suck it, and then you kind of like, and then you look like an anorexic person. Anyways, yeah, that's how you do it, guys. Oh, I found
You heard it
the
first.
buff guy. Here, look at this thing. Wait, no. Buff Chico. There's actually Instagram called Buff Chico. But it's just like a buff guy called Chico. Anyways, Buff Chico Lachowski TikTok. Here. Oh yeah, he actually. Oh no, he looks. What's his name? Tomorrow. Wait, what the fuck is his name? Here, Chico Buff Max. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Chico Buff Max. Is that a deep fake?
Right. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe.
Find him.
Yeah, what's his name? Oh my god, this dude like put his face on my picture. That's so weird. Muscle maxing, new Chico. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a deepfake. I just think he actually have like very similar eyes like mine.
Well, that's what they
I
say, right?
definitely.
A lot of features that the industry looks for are similar. Like there's similarities in models,
Ah, his
right?
name is Rando.
Rando.
Go to Rando page, like that guy here.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. He follows me. I'm gonna follow him back. We should do a podcast with him. Be like, yo, Rando, is it deep faking these things? But I don't think it is though. I think he looks. I think
Oh
he looks
wow, he
similar.
really does look like you.
Yeah. No.
It's the
No.
eyes.
One day I was looking at it. I was like, bro, like this is me. There's no way.
He's
And I look great.
he's so buff.
Well, wait.
It's
I would say that I would say that I want to look buff like him, but I don't. I actually want to look buff, but more natural. I don't like the whole like bodybuilding. I like bodybuilding, but like in a more like nah. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not
yeah,
too big, like good
not too
enough.
big.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to the comments. Let's not talk about Rando anymore. We're gonna try to get Rando on the podcast. You think he speaks English? Where he's from?
Let's see.
Maybe.
He might be
No,
in
I
the
think he
US.
does. Yeah. No, there's a car there. It looks European.
Oh yeah,
It looks
European.
British. No. Anyways, who gives a fuck? Okay, next comment. Let's go to the comments. Bring it on.
Okay. Next comment is everything is Jeremy Meeks. Hold on. Where's Jordan Barrett?
I don't know where's Jordan Beer. He's everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this
people,
is a
we
good
get.
comment. These podcasts are
Yeah.
so humanizing. It shows how you guys aren't just a meme or a face on the screen, but you guys are actual people too.
Yeah, we are. That's why we're doing this. That's exactly why we're doing this. I said it. You know, we want to bring the glamour out of models. Actually, not really. Not that we want to bring the glamours out of model. We want to like actually show you guys a different side of it. You know, because you guys only see the glamour. You guys only see the you know the edit photos, the beautiful image and the campaigns and the you know commercials. So we want to bring the more humanized side of it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I like the comment.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
This is the podcast we needed but didn't deserve.
Oh really? I know you guys deserve it. Everybody deserve it.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. You worth
Chico's
it.
second podcast ever, and he brings Sean O'Pry. I'm not complaining.
No, that was a good way to start though.
Yeah.
We start. That's the problem. The problem about starting with Sean is that like now, like it's
We're like
it's
scratching our heads.
we're kind of like okay. The whole idea of podcast, it's more volume than no, actually it's quantity, right? You have to pull up. You have to actually like do podcasts. It's more about the quantity of podcasts than the quality. I mean, it's weird to say that because it's not really about quality because everybody's gonna have different stories and different things that maybe is gonna be more appealing to more people. So even if you think like, oh yeah, Sean O'Brien is a big name, right? So it's gonna bring more eyeballs. But like when I talk with somebody that is not a big name, it doesn't have like a fame, but it's probably more interesting. You know, maybe the podcast is gonna be a lot more interesting. So that's why quantity it's better than like just like bringing big names. So yeah, the first one was Sean O'Brien. That's a big one that people really wanted to hear because he's not a outspoken guy. He's not a guy that's out in the social media. He's not a guy that's out speaking anything anywhere. So he's a guy that actually you can't really find many things of him, like interviews and things like that. So you have 2 hours and a half of him speaking. So yeah, that was definitely special. And the other ones are going to be special too, but it's going to be special in their own ways, you know. And I hope you guys are interested about it.
Yeah. This is a comment. The third person has been brutally mogged.
Where's the third person?
Me. So it's funny because we get comments like this all the time, but then there's like a a mix of like comments from your fans. They're fighting. They're like, leave him alone. And then there's some like, how about you listen to the podcast instead of accepting that you've been brainwashed? You know, like they're like
Mhm.
fighting, but it's interesting to see the trajectory of like what people are saying here. It's like they're
Yeah,
literally um commenting opposite of what you guys are saying in the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's I don't know. Read me some of those comments though, because you haven't.
I can't find many because it's like the third person has been brutally mocked. Someone says, "Are you acoustic?" But I think they mean something else. um, and then no, they're just like, I saved a guy from being bullied, but then I became instantly a supermodel.
So people are making
um,
fun of us,
yes,
but not in a mean way, in a joke way.
yeah, they love the honesty. And can I just say that most of the people who are saying that I've been mocked are all Asian people? Why are you guys hating? Why are you Asian people hating on me?
Asian hate.
Stop
Stop
Asian
Asian hate.
hate.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I get it. Okay, okay. Let me comment a little bit about that. I get it. You know, it's
Okay.
I get it, you guys say things like that. Kind of like, oh, it's easy to say when you're a supermodel. It's easy to say this when you're like you look good, or it's easy to say this. It's like, yeah, but we're actually giving you our real perspective. We're not lying to you. Like this is how we feel. It's like, yeah, maybe you like that's why I want to start this podcast so you can get this perspective from us. We're not gods like you guys think. We're not like oh my god, he's Francisco Lachowski. He's done all those great campaigns and those great things and he's looked beautiful all the time. No, not really. I look like shit most of the time, to be honest. That's how I think. Um the problem is everybody expect me to look so great and to be that guy, and it's hard. It's not something that you just kind of like wake up and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna look the best and go outside and like look so good. It's like, no, I'm not thinking about that. I'm waking up, I'm washing my face with water, I'm going outside, I'm not thinking about looking good or anything, and I'm 100% not thinking about getting the attention of people. And I don't want this. I really don't want, especially when you work in the business and your job is to try to look good in front of the camera so clients can sell clothes and can sell colognes or can sell things like that. Most of the time in your life, in your day to day, when you go buy a coffee, when you go to supermarket, when you do your things, you don't not thinking about it. You 100% not thinking about it. You don't care about it, and most of the time you're looking like shit. And yeah, like when I was young, I didn't thought I was the shit. My friends probably didn't thought I was the shit. No, actually, everybody got a little. Even when I won the supermodel contest, the supermodel Brazil whatever contest, people was kind of like a lot of people were kind of like, oh shit, he did it, because it wasn't obvious. It's not something that it becomes obvious after you make a name for yourself, right? It becomes obvious after you become that person, but it's not. And yeah, I get it when you guys say, "Oh, it's easy to say when you're ready on top," but no, it's we're still battling with our demons. We're still human beings, right? We're still kind of like I still don't think I'm that pretty of a guy, especially for Brazilian standards. When I go to Brazil and in Brazilian standards, I'm not like the prettiest guy. People think the prettiest guy is like the more, dark skin, big body, very macho. This is the standard, not me. I'm like a tall, skinny guy that looks the European, but it's kind of a weird shape, whatever, like there's circle in the eyes. Like it's people don't really look at me as this beauty standard in Brazil, and yeah, maybe a lot of people do, but like let's say Marlon was more of a beauty standard in Brazil, like things like that. But it it, it's just the way it is. But the thing is, like, I never cared about it. You know,
Yeah.
it was never. That's then it brings it to the whole looks maxing community, right? Because that's what those young guys, that's what those guys are caring about it. They're caring about the way they look. They're caring about the way people see them. They're caring about the way people think of the way they look. Uh, I don't think that's good. I mean, I to be honest, I don't like. In my opinion, I don't think that's good. I never thought of that before I was a model. Like before I was a model, I never thought of like the way I'm like getting the attention of people. Maybe a little. Maybe when I was hitting puberty and trying to be more appealing to girls, I would like try to do different things with my hair, but I wouldn't try that hard. I wouldn't beat on myself. If I got the attention, great. If I didn't, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays is it's a big deal, and I don't know. After when I became a model, I started being more self-aware of the way I look, but more because it was my I guess it's my profession. But um, I don't think people should take that so serious. To be honest, what do you think?
I think there's a pressure now because of social media and everything that everyone wants to be the best looking and to be the most popular and stuff like that. But yeah, like you
Yeah,
said, when you were growing up, when I was growing up, we didn't have social media, so we didn't compare.
yeah,
We were only around the six people we were around, our family and our
yeah,
like five friends.
yeah,
So we weren't actively comparing, and there was no numbers, right? There was no like followers, there was no likes, there was no
yeah.
comments. So we didn't really be like, oh, I have more followers than you, so that means I'm more popular. Because now there's like a measurement, right? There's people
Yeah,
that
it's
are like,
weird.
oh, he has 1 million followers and I have
Yeah,
10,000, like,
yeah,
or
it's
like,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, even on the small numbers, it doesn't have to be a million. You're like, oh, that
Yeah.
person has 10,000 followers. That person has like 9,000, 8,000 followers. Like the moment that you go over the 3,000, 4,000 followers for a hometown person, you're already kind of like famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's true. It's true that you brought this. Charles is taking a video of us. It's true that you brought this up because it's true. We don't we didn't went through this social media era on our when we grow up. When I grow up, like the moment to get attention from people was when I left school. We would go to the shopping mall. You try to get attention from girls for like 30 minutes an hour, and then you would go home, and then you go do your
Yeah.
life. But that would
You
be
play
like
your Game Boy, like,
that.
yeah, you
Yeah,
play sports.
that would be like once a week, maybe twice a week. And other than this little time, you would be doing your life, and you will not think about that. So yeah, it's true. It's right now. It's the pressure of like being looking good and like trying to show off to people is a lot bigger though. So that's why I really want to talk about with somebody that's in this thing. That's why I really want to get this thing going.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation for me. Maybe for the young generations not. But yeah, read me another comment. Do you have anything else?
More comments. Yes, let's check some comments on Instagram, because Instagram is where we got a lot of comments.
Yeah.
Um, being a good person won't make me look like Sean or Chico, though.
But you still be a good person.
Yeah, we touched on a little bit of things because people were like, "Oh, they're just gatekeeping. Um, they don't want competition and stuff like that." No, but like, you guys are just being yourself.
Yeah, that's what you should be yourself. It's funny though, because when I started modeling, and every time people would come to me and be like, "Oh, do you have a secret? Do you have anything you want to tell people? Like, what's the main thing you want to tell people? You know, like the main advice." And my always, like, since the beginning, since when I start, since my day one modeling, the first time they asked me this question, always being like, be yourself. The moment you start trying to be somebody else is when you start being less interesting. Is when people start, like, they don't want to know because it's fake. You know, maybe some people can do that for a little period of time, but then after that, it's like you can be somebody else. So just always be yourself, because there's no secret sauce, there's no secret formula, especially for jobs. Like, if you're in front of a camera, you're doing a tutorial, you're doing any type of work in the model industry, the moment you tried it so hard, it's not gonna catch it. You just have to be yourself always, especially with clients or with people or with your family or with your friends, or that's it. Just be yourself. And it's true. It's is the best. Is the secret formula.
Yeah, it is. Being yourself, it's like you're the most authentic version of yourself. You can't fake um
Yeah,
being
exactly.
someone else, and people can see people who are authentic. So
Yeah,
you just you don't,
yeah.
yeah.
It transcend. You know, it makes people more interested on you.
If you're interesting.
If you,
Okay, so should we ask some questions now that was given up on on the podcast, or you want to talk about future guests on the podcast?
yeah, yeah. I mean, future guests. We have a lot of future guests. Like now on Sunday, where we going to be Sunday night. The moment that we're gonna be launching this podcast, we're gonna be filming another one, and the actually what I want to do is we're gonna go live, and when we're gonna go live, we're gonna be getting ready to start recording, and then the moment this podcast goes to YouTube and start the streaming on YouTube, we start recording. So I don't want to even see the comments. I don't want to even see the thing happening. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
be recording another podcast the moment this one goes live. So that's what I
Okay.
want to do. I don't know who's gonna be the guest yet. I'm selling because it's all about the problem with doing remote and doing kind of like last minute, because it's all about timing with everybody. So I gotta find. I have a few people lined up. It could be either a photographer or model or an agent or a casting director. It could be one of those fours. We just have to see who is gonna be the one that has the best timing, so we can do this on Sunday night, Monday morning for Mitchell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, so what we were discussing before is this podcast is hoping to talk to people in the industry, like he said, casting directors, photographers, other models, and just sharing their experiences of what life is like
Hmm.
behind the camera, behind the curtains, like with the camera off. So
Yeah,
they're just like everybody. We want to like debunk that everything is glamorous, because like everybody still like wakes up looking like shit. Everybody goes get their coffee, and it's not all like fake and everyone's made up. So we want to talk to
hmm,
like the processes behind every aspect of the industry. Like for me, I'm a
yeah,
photographer, so like what we talk about, like my processes of like before a shoot and stuff like that, and then for a casting director, like how they choose who they're going to cast for this campaign. Like,
yeah,
does someone like Chico suit the campaign, or does someone like Sean or whoever, like we want to know these kind of things about the industry, because it's not like common knowledge for the general public.
yeah, yeah. It's not, and it's even for me that I've been in the industry for a long time. There's a lot of people that I want to talk with, that I'm deeply curious also about it, because it's something that we don't talk about it, right? Like I said, me and Sean, we don't meet up in a bar and start talking about modeling. Like I don't go to a casting and I get a job and I'm with the casting director and start talking about casting. I don't go to my agency and start with my agent and start talking about how to be an agent. Like we don't talk about those things, you know. So there's definitely stuff that I'm actually deep curious about it, you know, and I think it's gonna be a nice thing to talk about it. It's just to bring it up, you know, bring it up the
Yeah.
actual thing, the actual how that everything works. And yeah, do you have, so right now, I mean, we want to make this episode quick, so let's go for, if we don't have any more curious comments, let's go for the questions that we just did on
Okay.
the live, on TikTok live.
Yes. Okay. So questions and answers. Tell us your scariest experience, whether it's in modeling or in life in general.
Oh, um I hate those questions because like it always make me think and I never come up with anything, but like actually I'm gonna come up with the first thing that came to my mind. Maybe that wasn't the scariest, but that was definitely something that stayed in my mind. It's always gonna be in my mind. One time, me and my father went out fishing. We had my father had like a speedboat. It's like a boat, but it's like more of like small speedboat, big engine. So we start going towards the fishing spot, and then he sees that like the boat's choking, so he's like, oh, he forgot to check the gasoline, and he figured out that he didn't have gas anymore. So we turn around and we start going towards the beach, and unfortunately the boat dies, and we start paddling. He had like two paddles to start paddling, but it's a heavy boat, so we can't really do it properly. I was very young at the time. I think I was like 11 or 12. um a storm, literally a crazy storm, just comes. We're literally right next to the beach. Like there's
Yeah.
no danger even with the storm, but the high, like the wind comes and blows, and almost like the boat had like a cover on it.
Yeah.
The cover acts like a parachute, and the boat literally flies, and it almost like a roll over, like
Yeah.
goes over, and like it starts sinking. I was freaking out. My dad was screaming. He was like almost like, you gotta be helping stop, instead of like crying and thinking we're gonna die, you know, like help, motherfucker. I was like, yes. And man, it was some it was crazy. And yeah,
That is scary.
that was probably one of the scariest thing that ever happened. That right now, if it happened right now with me, it wouldn't be scary at all. I would act very calm and normal. But because I was so young,
Yeah.
after that, after that situation, I definitely was like, okay, I know what to do next time. I know how to deal with it. I know how to act. I know that I don't. I have to be a lot more like
Calm.
calm. Yeah, I can't be overreacting to things. I
Yeah,
have to be
but I mean,
calm
if you
on situations like
put
that.
yourself in those shoes at being at 12, I would freak out too. I mean, if Milo
Yeah,
was in that situation, he would freak out.
yeah, yeah. And it's good. And I think my dad like good to, instead of like trying to make me feel less scared, he was kind of like cut the bullshit
Yeah.
and like help me, you know, instead of
Yeah.
like
Stop
being
screaming and start
scared.
helping.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad. But yeah, next question.
Okay, next question. Um, what is your favorite hobby?
Sports. I mean, every sport. I love. You know, I cycling, mountain biking, road cycling, tennis. You know, I love sports. Anything that it's sports related, that's my favorite hobby. Right now, actually, I just got invited by Tudor, watch company, to go for the Strade Bianchi. It's a very famous and historical race in Italy. It's gonna be hard because I'm not training for a long time. I haven't ride a bike in a long time, like a road bike, long distance. I'm not prepared at all, and it's literally in less than a month.
Are
So
you bringing your own bike, or is it?
no, I mean they have their bikes there and everything. I'm looking still if I'm gonna bring my own bike or not. Um, Probably not because my own bike is not so good for hills, and I heard there's a lot of hills
Mm,
there. And I wanna go gravel instead of road. I mean, it's very technical terms, but yeah,
yeah.
uh, I'm
And
happy. I'm
how
happy that I'm
long
gonna go. I'm gonna
is the
suffer.
journey? How long is the ride?
There's two rides. There's 140 kilometers. Then the shortest one is 87 kilometers, around 90 kilometers.
Wow.
The thing is, like, it's one thing 90 kilometers on a flat surface, but it's another thing 90 kilometers on the
On a
very
hill.
hilly. Yeah, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard, but I'm excited. I like it. That's the reason why I like road cycling, because I like to suffer. But it's
He
gonna
likes
be
a
very hard.
challenge. He
Yeah, it's
likes a
gonna be good.
challenge.
I'm excited about it.
Okay, next question is, what part of Arizona are you in right now?
Right now, I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Nice. Okay. Favorite cheat meal?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know because I don't
Every meal is a cheat meal though.
exactly. Yeah, I
He's
don't
not
have a
on a strict
diet.
diet.
I don't have a diet to have a cheat meal. So, but I guess like my favorite junk food, if that's the question, it's fried chicken. If you can call this a junk food, but yeah,
Yeah, that's good. You're
or
making me
I
hungry right
mean
now.
burgers, fried chicken, everything. Fish and chips. I love fish and chips.
Korean barbecue.
Wow. Yeah. But Korean barbecue is
Um,
not cheap meal. For Korean barbecue is good for you.
it's protein. What is
It
your
is.
favorite dinosaur?
I don't know. I mean,
Don't be
I love the
basic. Don't say the
yeah,
T-Rex.
the T-Rex. Yeah. No, it's definitely not a T-Rex. We just went to New York in the Natural History Museum. Um, T-Rex is definitely a dinosaur that is like imposing, but there were others a lot more
Yeah.
imposing. I don't know the names, but like any of the big ones, like the ones that have like I don't remember their names though.
Yeah.
The ocean one, the flying ones.
The ocean one, the
Sorry.
flying. I love the Velociraptor because it's smart and fast.
Yeah, no.
The raptor.
Velociraptors, come on.
You
They're too
like the big
tiny.
one.
I like the big ones. Yeah.
Okay. This
The
next question
pterodactyl.
is what?
The flying one, pterodactyl.
Oh yeah.
Brachiosaurus.
Yeah. That's
Okay, cool.
the vegetarian. Okay.
I like the one
Favorite
that has like
coffee?
the big horns.
Triceratops.
Favorite. What do you mean favorite coffee?
Like
Favorite style of
your
coffee? Like how do I
I would
like my
say
coffee?
yeah, I would say coffee order.
Okay, so I'm a coffee guy, right? Like I love coffee. I can't live without coffee. Like if you tell me like between coffee, steak, or beer, or whiskey, or like anything like that, I would say coffee all day. Like I wouldn't be live without coffee. So yeah, I'm a coffee guy. Uh, for me, it depends. If I love my drip coffee because in Brazil, even right now, if you're not from Brazil, if you're from a different country, you're probably new to drip coffee. Like you know about Americano, but this is not drip coffee. You probably go to like bottle, like Blue Bottle, whatever, all those fancy coffee places that they, oh, you want to drip coffee, and they drip your own coffee like this. Yeah, no, no. In Brazil, we in the south at least, that's how we always drink coffee. You know, we get a huge like bottle, like with like we put some like grinded coffee, and we just like pour hot water over it that's dripped, and then that's how we drink it. For me, this is one of my favorite ones, but I just absolutely love a cappuccino, but it's not your normal cappuccino, because
Tell
people
me.
go to
Tell me.
Starbucks and they get like those gigantic cappuccinos. No, cappuccino has only one size, and it's a small size. It's not as small as a ristretto or a macchiato or a cortado. It's not that small. It's a little bit bigger, but it doesn't have a lot of milk. My cappuccino that I like is a four. It's usually 3 or 4 shots of espresso. So yeah, it's a heavy one. It's not a double shot. It's at least triple or 4 shots. It's either a triple or a quad. And I usually ask skim milk. If they don't have whole milk's fine. Never almond or soy, because it just changed the taste. And I don't like it. It's just sweet. And then no sugar. 100% no sugar ever. Any coffee. And then you just, man, imagine like 3 shots of espresso with a little bit of milk and foam. This for me is like the best. Or drip
Yeah.
coffee. A good old drip coffee. When I say a good old drip coffee, it's not a dark roast. It's usually a medium roast. You put like 4 spoons on a filter, and you just pour over like a lot of water. Not a little bit. It gotta be like a good amount, at least like 1.5 liters. And then that's it. It's a good bold coffee. It's not so strong, but it's not so light. But it's like a nice middle ground where you can taste a good bold coffee, but you're not dying because it's too strong, but you're not drinking a tea. It gotta be nice balanced. That's perfect drip coffee for me.
The
Anyways,
coffee connoisseur. I remember when you first ordered me a coffee, you're like, "Do you want a coffee?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll have a coffee." You ordered me that quad shot thing, and I almost died. I was shaking. It was crazy because I was like, "Damn, that is a very strong coffee," but it was good. It was good.
That's good. It tastes good.
Yeah, you guys should try ordering that next time. Okay.
Because otherwise it's too milky.
Yeah, I hate it when it's like too milky.
Yeah, no, it's not
It's
good.
like you want that punch.
Yeah.
Favorite book series?
I don't read books. Sorry.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
Sorry to disappoint, but like I don't have a read book. I don't. I tried though, but maybe I'm dyslexic. Dyslexic.
Yeah. Maybe.
I listen to books, audiobooks, but I don't read it. I can't.
Yeah, I
I
feel
can't
like we're
concentrate.
visual. We're more like
I can't
visual or
concentrate.
audio.
But it's something that I feel ashamed of it, and I would love to say, oh my god, I love this book, but I can't concentrate it.
We're the same.
Next question.
Favorite movie or show?
I don't have favorites. I hate the word favorite. I don't have favorite music. I don't have favorite movie. I don't have any favorite thing. I watch what I watch, and I like what I like. I would say I love comedy. I love sci-fi. I love like if we talked about it actually, like Tarantino movies, things like that. It's my jam.
All right. Okay, if you had any superpower, what would you choose?
Any.
I
don't know, man. What did you choose? Wait, that's the question to you. If you had any superpower, Mitchell, what would you choose?
Now you're asking it back to me.
Yes.
I would like
You first.
to teleport.
Ooh.
Imagine,
Ooh.
you know, I could be like, Chico needs me to record an episode. Let's go. I'm gonna be in the van, or
That's a
like,
good one
or
though.
yeah,
That's a good one.
teleporting.
Yeah. That's a good one.
No
Yeah.
travel time.
Wow.
No travel time. No, nothing. Just you want to be there. You're there.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like the power of time machine.
Yeah.
But that would be fucked up, to be honest. That would be
Like
fucked
going
up.
back in
I don't like
time.
that. I don't like no, even going back, going to the future. I don't like that. I don't like that power. Um uh yeah, I like your power.
Yeah, it's a good one. I would say
Yeah.
yeah, being able to just transport yourself, not changing time, you're just saving time.
Yeah. Or maybe the power of being able to read a book.
The
The
power of
power of
reading.
being the power of mind reading.
Oh, that's a good one. That's scary though.
Imagine. Yeah.
You would
That's
get
all
so
you need.
insecure. You would get so insecure, people talking shit about
No,
you, and you
but
know.
no, but you don't look at you don't look at that. You look at mind
Yeah.
reading from other people's. You go like deep mind reading. You're just like going like okay, like what's this guy thinking? Like what is this powerful guy thinking? Oh, what is that guy thinking? Oh, what is that guy thinking? You just like you collect informations and then you make your own.
Col- Collecting informations.
And
Okay.
obviously, we need a very super powerful like power. Like you got to be very strong and buff and invincible, and like being very good at fighting and like beat people up kind of thing.
Buff
Always
Chico.
with mind reading.
With mind reading. Okay. What is
Wolverine.
your dream car?
Let's just say I want to be Wolverine. Mind reading Wolverine. Kind of. It's
Okay.
what's the name of the other? Wait, what's the name of the other guy that does mind reading? From X-Men. Is
Uh,
Professor
oh,
Xavier.
Professor Xavier.
Xavier.
Yeah.
We call it
No, I want to
Xavier.
be Jean Grey,
So
that
it's
the Phoenix
Professor
girl.
Xavier, Professor Xavier mixed with Wolverine. That's my superpower.
Okay, but Wolverine's power
and
that I
and
like is that
Magneto.
so all of them. For
No, not
Wolverine,
Cyclops. I don't want a laser shooting out of my eyes. I want to be able to look at people. It's bullshit.
he loves X-Men. Wolverine's power that's cool is the ability to like heal. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like it. Every time I heal fast, I'm like, wow, maybe I'm Wolverine. But I never heal
he
fast.
he loves the wolf pack. He loves the wolf pack. He's a wolf.
Yes.
Okay, dream car.
RS6 Audi.
Sorry.
RS6 Audi.
I don't know.
It's an Audi. It's the RS. It's the S6. It's like a wagon. It's like a long wagon.
Okay.
It's like a family car. But they have the R version that's like a family car for stupid people that go very fast. And yeah, that's I would say that's a car that I mean that's a car that I could buy, right? But I just think it's too expensive.
Yeah.
If it was cheaper, I would buy it. But like I don't have stupid money in a way that like I'm so stupid to buy a car like this. So it's just it is my dream car to have, but only if I become a billionaire or some bullshit like this. Other than that, I'm okay with my CRV and my Sprinter van.
And your Land Rover.
And my Land Rover. Yeah, my
Okay.
beat up. It's an old one though. I don't like this. You know why I don't like? Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's me. I can have those pleasures for free because I have connections, and when I have that, it feels bad to spend so much money on something that I could be spending on something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, and jazz have a lot of that. Jazz is the one that actually like taught me a lot of like don't spend your money on bullshit
Yeah.
type of thing. So yeah, I agree. And yeah,
And that's
unless
why
you
you
have
don't
a
have a
lot of money.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, PlayStation 4 does the same thing. Why the fuck would I buy a 5 for? But then I have but then I have an iPhone 15, right? And I regret because I used to have the 12 and the 12 was great, and then it started having problems with the battery. So I was like, okay, I have to buy a new phone. And then okay, I have an old one. I have to buy a new one. Why not just buy the last one? But then now I regret because the last one is giving me a bunch of problems. It's fucking iPhone.
What problems are you getting from that?
It just the other day it just crashed completely. It didn't want to start. I had to drive 4 hours all the way to Louisiana, New Orleans, in the Apple store, the only one close to me that was 4 hours away, for them to like literally make my phone back to life. Because I went to Best Buy, they couldn't do anything. It's just the 15 crashed. It crashes all the time. At least it crashed on me. It's bullshit.
What are your thoughts
Anyways,
about the Vision Pro? Are you gonna buy it? No.
no. Look. I love technology and I love new technology. The Vision Pro I think is cool. Uh, but I'm not gonna buy it. One, because it's too expensive for it, and at the same time, I don't have a use for it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be the guy walking around the street using it because you already have a phone. You're already doing this. Literally, you're doing the same thing you do in the Vision Pro with your phone, and it's
Yeah.
already a problem that you're doing with your phone because you're always in your phone. You're supposed to be interacting with people, and then the moment you put something in like in your face that it acts like your phone, is the same thing as your phone, but it's in your face. The problem is like then you're really not
You're
connected to
blocking.
nobody because
Yeah.
you're blocking people. Even if you're like, oh no, but I can speak with people at the same time because I can see them. Yeah, the person cannot look at your eyes, motherfucker. They cannot see you. You look weird. But anyways, I'm not against it. People want to do it. That's technology. That's the future. That's what people want to do it. Maybe they're doing now because they want to look cool and they want to be viral on the internet. That's what I think what's happening because the same people and people really that go outside and work and have a normal life, they're not going to be doing that. The people that you see on the internet is the one that wants the likes, that wants the attention. That's their job. Great. I don't really think there's a use for real life yet. Maybe, just maybe, if you buy it when you have like, if you're a single guy and you're alone at home and you want to have this thing in your face where you can watch the game, you can bet online, you can check Twitter, check this, check that, and at the same time do all those things at the same time, and have dinner and drink something, like maybe that's a great way to do it. Multitask while you're just chilling in your sofa. For me, I have a family, I have a wife, and I have 2 kids. When they go to sleep, I
Blocking out the
usually,
world.
yeah, exactly. I usually want to hang out with Jazz. Like, even if we're both on our phones, kind of watching things, we're still kind of next to each other. If you have something in your face, you're kind of blocking that person next to you. So, I don't know. Maybe in downtimes when you're alone, or maybe in downtimes when you're like even with people around, but you're not really talking with nobody. That's the thing. It's just weird when you put something in your face, but it's cool. I mean, it's technology.
Yeah.
It's growing. There's no way around the AI. There's no way around vision stuff. I feel like you know what's gonna become really. It's gonna become like a chip in your brain that's gonna allow you to do all those things like just by osmosis or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the
next.
future.
Yeah,
Wait, did you see Tesla's coming out with their robot? I saw a TikTok about it the other day.
yeah, that's good. Good for them. It's
Automated
the
robot.
beginning.
It's gonna
It's the
fold
beginning of the
fold clothes
end.
for you. It
Yeah,
is
it's
the
the
beginning
beginning
of
of
the
the
end.
end. It's the way that we're passing the baton to the next big thing, to the next evolution of the humans. But that's what it is. We're here. We're humans, like the way we know ourselves. Or we're here for a small period of time in a very long history in the universe. If you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
like we're not here forever. We're here just like the Homo sapiens were, just like the dinosaurs were, just like all those other things that we knew that existed on the planet Earth and they got extinct and they disappeared. We're the same. We're here for a brief period of a very small period of the Earth's time. That for us is a very long one because we only live 100, like max 80 years, right? Sometimes 100. Like we live for a very small period of time, and for us it's so long that we think that we're invincible, but we're not. Like even on our own history, like right now the United States and China and like there's the biggest countries, but like not so long ago it was Italy, it was Rome, it was Portugal, it was Spain, you know the Indians controlled here. So it, we're in constant changing and
Change.
movement,
Yeah.
and right now we're launching this new thing that it's gonna be, I think what's gonna replace us, and it will, because it's gonna become sentient. There's no way around it. It's gonna think of this. It's gonna think by himself. It's gonna be able to better himself every hour, every minute, every second. It's gonna be able to literally think and be like, okay, this bullshit, fluffy person that's right here that has all these emotions that have, like, why? Let's just get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
You
think I
know?
think it's like the sci-fi movies, like
Yeah.
Terminator, right?
Yeah. We'll,
Humans
we'll have,
create.
we'll,
Yeah.
we'll definitely have humanoids, humans that become androids, that become, that change their bodies so they can become more advanced, like machines. I mean, there's no way around it though. It always like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, definitely 30 years ago, it sounded like sci-fi. It sounded like never's gonna happen. Now, if you look at it, it's gonna happen. It will.
It's gonna
That's
happen.
that's that's the future. I mean,
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
32. I'm 32. I still have a good, if I take care of myself, I have a good 50 years in front of me. If nothing happens, of course, I
yeah.
have a good 50 years in front of me that I'm gonna see a lot of fucking shit change. If if
Yeah.
if maybe a steroid, maybe something fly out of the sky and destroys everybody. I don't know. And there's way too many things. There's way too many things that could happen though. If you think about it, like
Yeah.
it's
It's true.
crazy. It's crazy.
Well,
Yeah. Maybe in 20, maybe in 30 years we'll be in war with like AI. I don't know.
you never know, because I
Yeah.
feel like humans created robots, and then robots are going to be like, what could we do to make the world more efficient? Getting rid
Yeah.
of humans.
Or maybe farm them and make Matrix. Maybe we're in the Matrix.
Maybe we are. We're all speculating here.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
AI is God. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we get into religion. No, not today. Let's go.
Not
Next
today.
question.
Not this episode. Okay, this
No.
is. I mean, the other questions are all like food related. So, steak or chicken?
Steak.
Does Jess pick Chico's outfits?
No.
Do you use
She
sunscreen?
complains. A lot of times I want to dress like shit and she complains and then I don't. But yeah, that's the most she does it. My first ever wardrobe that I bought was because of her. When I first started dating her, I used to dress like shit, and then she came to me and be like, "Bro, we gotta go buy something new, man. You've been dressing the same always. And then we literally, my first $1,000 spending on a store in clothes was because of Jazz. She forced me to it.
Just like stop looking like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Okay.
next.
Next and last question. Dogs or cats?
Come on. Can't ask this question.
I know. He has both.
You can't. You can't. I mean, okay. Let's go back in history, right? Let's go back in my childhood. Always dog. Always. I had dogs my entire childhood. Never had cats. And I always like dogs for me were like the animal, right? And like I hated cats. I hate it. Like I hated cats like dogs hate cats. Because for me dogs was the shit.
Yeah.
Until I got a cat. Jazz was like, "Oh, we should get a cat. We're living in Paris," and she's like, "We should get a cat." And I look at her, it's like, "You're crazy." It's like at that time, I was already like, I didn't hate cats. I was okay, whatever. That was a dumb kid thing, but I was like, "No, what the fuck? Why are we gonna get a cat for?" It's like, "Why we don't get a dog?" I was like, "You crazy? Gonna get a dog? You want to take care of a dog?" It's like, "What do you mean?" It's like a dog, you have to walk, you have to clean, you have to do all this stuff. A cat, you just have it. I was like, "What do you mean?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you just have it. It's just there. You feed it, you clean the sand box, that's it." I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Okay," and start entertaining the because I was lazy as fuck. I was like, "Okay," and start entertaining the idea of having a cat. So we went to check it out some cats, and then I saw a little kitty, and I was like, "Oh my god, that kitty is so cute," you know. And then it was started like, and then we decided to adopt it. It was like some lady in Paris that she had like a litter, and then of a few kitties. Then we decided, and then she was given away, and then we decided to take one. We took one, we brought it home. That was Suja. Suja was my first cat, and she died. She died of a condition like cats have. I forgot the name, but it's something that they born with, and they end up dying because of an immune system, stuff like that. But anyways, Suja, man, she made me rethink the way I thought of cats, like completely. I was like, oh my god, I love this animal. I
Mm-hmm.
love this animal. I love cats. Right now, I think cats are the coolest, even more than dogs, to be honest, because dogs are kind of dumb and they need you all the time. And I love
Needy.
cats because they're so independent. They're so cool. And when you have cats that like it's your cat and it likes you and you like them and they act like a pet, but it's like a pet that is like mysterious, It's kind of like, yeah, what's up, bro? It's like your brother. It's not like a pet that's always like licking your balls or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a pet that's kind of like, at the same time that it likes you, that's part of the family that acts like your pet, but at the same time it kind of acts cool, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love cats. I love it.
Independent.
And you play with them and they're very when you play with them with their feathers, they're kind of like hunting and they're funny. At the time I had 3 cats in my lifespan right now. I had Suja that she died unfortunately, and I had Shadow. Shadow is still alive, and Shadow acts like a shadow. He likes to hide the whole
Just
day, and then he
yeah.
comes out at night. And then he's super lovely cat, but he's very shy. And then we had Dora. Dora was crazy. Dora was a dog. Dora was the type of cat that was a dog. She loved to like just be a dog. You arrive home, she would come greet you in that door. You would sit on the couch, she would be annoying because she wouldn't play or be petted. And then she's always there. She's always kind of like a dog, but like she acts like she was a great cat. But unfortunately, she died of a heart attack out of nowhere. I don't know what happened. She just died.
That's sad.
Um, it's sad. It is sad. It's sad when you lose an animal, but it's sadder when you lose an animal when you're young,
Yeah.
or if the animal which is with you for a long, 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 long time. But Dara was with us for maybe 3 years, Uh, it's still sad, but because she was a great cat. But after when you're older, I think you lose a little bit of the sensitivity of losing animals. I think.
Yeah.
Uh, but still, I wish she was in Brazil right now. It should be crazy.
What was
But yeah,
Dora in New York?
Dora was in New York. We actually rescued her in Jersey, and she lived with us in Jersey, and then she lived with us in the house in Jersey that we had in Edgewater, and then we moved. We went to live in Paris for a year, and that's where she died. She died in Paris.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, that's it.
well, that's all the questions we have.
Okay, great. I mean, we're already well past 1 hour, so I think we should finish this thing before we do another 2 hours episode and people start complaining that we're doing way too long episodes anyways. So yeah, guys, this were our second episode. We just did this one so you guys could get just so you guys could see how we feel about what we're doing. And I think we're doing good. I hope you guys are liking. Me and Mitchell, we're having a blast. We want to keep doing this forever. And I hope we're going to
Yeah.
be doing this forever. And the next episode is going to be recorded just in a few days. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very nice. And that's what we want to do. And I hope you guys are liking. And that's it, guys. Yeah. Thanks, Mitchell. You're great.
Thanks for watching.
You're the best.
Represent till tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't represent too much because we're not even selling anymore. But we'll be selling soon. So you guys can buy it.
This is a limited edition.
Vintage.
So
vintage.
Yeah.
Nobody can buy it. You bought it, you have it, that's it. Actually, we don't even have those anymore.
I know.
Yeah,
limited edition. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time, dude. See ya.